Hi everybody, my name is Thorn. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make water. I do expect that you probably have some past experience using Blender. I'm using Blender 2.49b. Let's get started. We're going to be making ocean water. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. We're going to be making ocean water, primarily like Caribbean water. So it's going to be very blue. And you can feel free to mess around with it during this tutorial, make it whatever color you want. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using like Caribbean blue wire. So let's go ahead and delete our default cube. Space add mesh plane, and click S and click 7. And it's gonna scale that so you have 7 blocks on each side of your X, Y, and Z axis. Go and delete your camera. Go to 3 space add camera, rotate. And you can do this manually by holding control and it'll snap it to a grid, or you can say R minus 90 and that'll do the same thing. You want to move that up one, or you can do G, Z, 1, and that'll do that. Whoops. So anyway, on your side view under 3, go ahead and just bring this back and go and go to your to here until it looks about right on your camera view. So you can go ahead and go to your camera view here. You can see where that is. These two corners should be just lining up with the edges of the camera. And in fact, actually, let's bring it one closer. If you see those two edges lining up, bring it just a little closer, because these edges are going to bend up when you do this. So you want those edges not to be touching the corner exactly. Go ahead and go to 3, and go ahead and bring it just a little closer. In fact, bring it forward there. And go ahead and right-click, and click Tab, and go to W, say subdivide, and do that a few times. I don't like to do subdivide multi because it can be very hard to keep track of how many times you subdivided. And, it's especially, if you know your computer can handle a lot of dividing, it can be hard to tell sometimes what's really going on in the background there. So go ahead and click Tab. You don't actually have to do anything there. So from your camera view now, say add modifier wave. And you see that's really big. Let's go ahead and say set smooth, so I'll give a little bit more of a smooth look to it. Scroll down here under your buttons window. Say speed 0.25. And say height 0.25. Hopefully that's not too big. Yeah, that's too big. Under height, say 0.025 maybe. Yeah, it's a little short. Let's make that 0.05. It's still a little short. Let's make that 0.1. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, so now we have that. Go and go up under your starting position. Say under your X, go ahead and say +1. So that's going to move that to the side there, and say +1. So that's going to put that in the corner there. Now what we're going to do is click copy. Go ahead and minimize this one here. Say -1 and 0. So that's going to put that a little closer. Or if you really want, you could put it in the middle, but it wouldn't look quite as good. Depends on what view you're trying to do. And like I said, mess around with that until you find what you like. So go ahead and leave that there. Now what we're going to do is we are going to start texturing. But first of all, before we even start texturing, go to 7 and find wherever your lamp is. Say G and move it over to this corner here. Make sure you pay attention on here to where your lighting is. Go and say textured. Pay attention to your lighting here. You want that to be, to come right across your screen there. You can do some really cool things with that. Go and, alright, so from here we can start texturing. Go over to here and say space, or sorry, no, say add new. Go and make your blue. I'm going to use, like I said, kind of a Caribbean blue water for this tutorial. And so I'm going to go right there. Go over to your textures. Now this part's very important. You have to go to clouds and say hard noise. Make sure the depth is at 6. and go ahead and set the noise level. Just click down on that twice. Should be about that large. Go back over here. You're going to see it looks like that. Now, that's not really what we want. So we say map to and say turn this to about a white color. Go back to wherever it is your color was, about to that place, and make it just above white so you just barely see that color there. And go ahead and change that. And now it still doesn't quite look like water yet, so we click Nor. And that's going to give the object a bump map texture. Just go ahead and change the Nor value to about 6 to 8 is usually about what water is at. So I'm going to do 6 for this video. And see, that's what happens. So go to mirror and say 0.1. And go to shaders. Bring your Lambert all the way to the top. Under QuickTorrent, change that to Ward ISO. And go ahead and raise this up. Go and raise this up to about the same spot. You want it about halfway. There's no real point in giving you direct numbers. It's not very important. So anyway, now we have that. We can we're almost done here. Under translucency, say 0.5. And under emit, say 0.15 on that. And you can say render current frame. And you'll see that you have water. And anyway, that is concluding this tutorial. So like I said, go ahead and feel free to play around with that. And you can, if you have any problems, go ahead and contact me through my YouTube account or by the email that will be provided in the description for this video. Thanks for watching.